Hey everyone, this is DayTraderRockStar, and this is the market update for you going into, I guess, Christmas week. Haven't done a YouTube video in a while. So busy on the site. We have some great setups that are constantly coming to the table. I want to go over those in a second, but right now just talking about the overall markets. Today, Wednesday, we ended up on a negative note. We kind of reversed. Lots of times reversals happen on taking out the previous high, or if you're reversing from a low, it takes out the previous low. So that's a negative, in situations when you do look at these situations where they reverse. Lots of times it happens on, we kind of take out the stops above and then reverse and trap a lot of those longs, or you have the breakout players, and you scare out all the shorts, and then the market's free to come back down. The trend hasn't broken down here. That's the one thing. We have some positive data. Well, actually, positive, we should say seasonal events that are positive on the market, going into Christmas, end of the year, January effect, end of the year markup, Santa Claus rally, etc. So those things play out in front of us. The fiscal cliff talks continue to move on. The market seems pretty strong. And I think this one day is nothing really to worry about too much. The 60-minute chart really gave us an idea of it was going to pull back based on the high probability methodology. We're looking at the momentum, trend lines, the combination of both, and taking the higher probability trade into those. And really, it's just an overbought 60-minute stochastic upper part of the channel, which is definitely defined here. And you just look for that rotation back down. And once you start to see that, momentum picks up, and the natural flow of the market continues. So it wouldn't be too small. What was great about this run is we took so many profits, and I had to go back and just kind of say that. If you're not getting these setups, you're not taking full advantage of the market. I have these setups. They go out. Let me actually get them up here. They go out to the members of Day Trading Radio. We have a special site called the High Probability Setup site, and whenever we get a good setup, and you can look at some of the thumbnails right now. This is, these are the stocks that get posted on that site, and you get alerts when they come into the range. Just to give an example, you can look back, actually look at these stocks and see what they have a general. They all have a certain look to them. All right, the pullback plays, they're off of certain channel lines and trend lines, and there are also some other indicators that we go into more detail. It really makes these things high probability setups. So as they, as you might have the same look, these all rotate, sectors rotate and stuff, but this is what I continue to want to concentrate and bring to the audience are these setups, and that's something that's great. I mean, you can go all the way down, and you see there's just very, very. When you open these things up and let's take a look. Let's see how far we can go back. We'll just start with Kohl's, because we just got out of Kohl's today. And Kohl's was an HPS setup. And what that means is basically you're looking at a stock that has we give you a buy signal, a profit zone, a stop. And once it comes down to that level, the video goes out and stuff. And what's great about this site is you could actually follow the updated thing. And we took profits into that as it hit our profit zone. You get an email on that. So that really worked out good. What were we at here? Looking at some eBay, Riverbed. Riverbed was a different type of play, but a great play. This was the best bet of the week, and this is called the W pattern. And as it came down, you can see we recognized the larger channel, and this has just some great strength in it at this point. So that alert went out on Monday, and from Monday, you could see that we just pushed right up into that profit zone, and we're actually going to break into that gap. This is still very bullish. And I still think that Riverbed could be bought, and I'm sure it's going to push back up here, probably into that 22 zone over the long period, over a period of time. But no longer in that trade either. We took profits into the profit zone, and it just went on and on this whole week. So we have some new setups that I continue to bring out. There's new setups out there today, but that's for those people on the site. Just going back over here. Target was one. Teva Pharmaceutical. Let's just take. I didn't get into this one either. This was actually went out early this week, and I was in another stock instead, and we kind of just pushed right back up here, and all these really work out. So just a little update on that. Continue to watch those HPS setups. I'm going to start tweeting out some of the newer ones, and basically going into the rest of the week, not bad at all. Like to see how the market is. Also, I haven't talked about this either. We are running a bot that trades the market overnight. It's called the gas bot, and I've been running it overnight, hooked up to my live account with Vancar Stage 5, I should say, and we're just letting it run, and it's working great. And I have it on the screen overnight. So if you're in the vicinity of tuning in, just tune into DayTraderRadio.com. You'll see the live bot here trading, and it's almost 9 o'clock now. I want to actually turn it on live and go get something to eat. So hopefully we'll see everyone in the markets. I'm DayTraderRockStar. I'm the host of DayTradingRadio.com.